I was scrolling through Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace looking for a new phone. This was years ago, back when iPhone still had home buttons, probably the iPhone 7 era. I came across a listing that caught my eye, an iPhone for around $300, which was a steal at the time. The seller gave me all the details I wanted, factory unlocked, brand new, never opened. He even sent me a video of the sealed box. The guy's name was Derek, and he came across as polite and easy to text with. I got his number, and we agreed on a pickup spot. On the Facebook ad, his location showed as being close to me, but through text, he suddenly claimed he had driven about an hour north. That annoyed me, but the deal was too good to pass up. I started asking a few friends if they wanted to tag along for the ride, just to make it more fun. My buddy Samantha said she'd come if I bought her food afterward. Derek then sent me the address of a police station lot, saying he only did transactions there for safety reasons. That made me feel more secure about the whole thing, so I agreed. I picked up Samantha around 8:30 at night, and off we went. Having her there made the drive much easier since we could chat and laugh. Plus, it was a Friday night, so we figured we could do something fun afterward. Once we got off the highway, we ended up in a very quiet wooded area with scattered houses and buildings here and there. When we reached the police station, the lot was practically empty except for parked police cars. We circled the place a few times but didn't see Derek's car, a black Altima, according to him. I called him, and he answered, saying his car had broken down nearby and asked if I could help jump it. He sent me his location, which turned out to be on a desolate road surrounded by nothing but forest. He said he had jumper cables, and though it felt sketchy, I agreed because we'd already driven so far. Samantha, however, was shaking her head the entire time, whispering that this felt wrong. I told her we'd just drive by the spot to check it out. When we got close, we saw headlights reflecting off the road ahead. Sure enough, it was a black car, but we couldn't see anyone inside. It was eerily dark, but I felt like we should have seen someone. Samantha begged me to just keep driving, and I agreed. It was hands down the creepiest setup I'd ever seen. A pitch-black road, woods on both sides, no lights, no traffic, pretty much the perfect place for an ambush. I drove past without stopping. Almost immediately, Derek started blowing up my phone with calls. I ignored them all, then he texted saying, "I saw you drive by. Why didn't you stop? Turn around." I ignored that too. Samantha, always the optimistic one, laughed it off and teased me about owing her food. We found a nearby diner and went in for coffee. The diner was nearly empty for a Friday night. We had just ordered when a man in a navy hoodie walked in and sat at the counter. He kept glancing at us in a way that made me uncomfortable. I leaned toward Samantha and whispered that I thought it might be Derek. When he spoke to the waitress, ordering his coffee, I instantly recognized his voice from the phone calls. My stomach dropped. I told Samantha we needed to pay and leave immediately. I whispered this to the waitress, who asked if something was wrong, which only made the man glance over again. I quickly paid, and we chugged our coffees before heading out. As soon as we got to the car, Samantha nervously said, "He's coming." Sure enough, the man was leaving the diner quickly, heading toward the door. I started the car and sped off. We noticed a black car in the lot on our way out, and I was almost certain it was the same one from before. I drove fast enough that he couldn't catch up, and soon we were back on the highway. But then my dashboard lit up with a low tire pressure warning. My heart sank. I already knew what happened. He had slashed one of my tires. The air was leaking quickly, so I pulled over before ruining the rim. Sure enough, the tire was cut. I had no choice but to swap it out with a spare, which took about 15 minutes on the side of the highway. The whole night was a nightmare. And yes, I still treated Samantha to dinner afterward. Now, we look back and laugh about it as one of our craziest stories. But honestly, it still chills me how close we came to falling into what was clearly a trap.